This is Mark Bellman, SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And we're here today to do some squats. I got my man, HulkSmassh, Adam Rodriguez. Is that right? Do you talk?
Yeah, Mexican guy.
Oh my, okay, so we got
Mexican guy.
We have a fat Mexican guy here, and we have LarryLRKR here. What are the best squats you guys done in competition so far?
727 at 250 to 275 classic reps.
All right, so 755 today, and what are you doing?
788 in competition in rap.
All right, 804 for him. We'll see what we got in the tank. Maybe we can get Silent Mike to come over here. He's drinking a bunch of coffee. Silent Mike, come over here, buddy. Silent Mike's being fat over there with Marcus. Marcus is going to join us as well for some squats. I'm going to squat, but really I'll probably just spot and watch these guys lift heavy weights because I suck. Here is Mr. Silent Mike. Notice the glutes. Look what we got here. Adam, what do you think about that?
It's nice and plump.
Yeah.
That's the grass squat.
That's a beautiful bottom right there.
Has he been doing his homework? Has he been doing enough squats?
It looks like it.
Very symmetrical.
What are you going to do today,
Can I see the hamstring and glute?
Oh, he's got it covered up.
Look at that. Look at that right there, man.
He's not wearing any underwear.
No, of course not.
Wow.
What if I wasn't?
Oh
What'd that booty do?
That would go viral.
That'd be Mike Rashid style right there.
No undies.
What are you going to do today with your squats? Anything? You try something special? Something fancy?
Oh, I've been doing something different lately. Chopping down trees. No, I probably won't do anything spectacular.
You going to do singles, triples, doubles?
Might just go for heavy singles.
I'll just go something heavy. Be lazy.
No, but exactly.
20-minute rest in between.
Yeah, totally, man. Need some
And then
donuts.
you got any
Doubles.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Mediocre double.
This is Mark Bellman, SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And we got some squats on this day for you with some of the members of Barbell Brigade.
That was my best friend, Fat Marcus, the gay Filipino, the Filipino Thunder, warming up with the hip circle, getting his hips nice and warm. I think there's about 5 of us squatting today. We had Sir LarryLRKR and Adam HulkSmassh in town from Barbell Brigade to work out with us.
These guys are just kind of telling me right here about what they're going to do for the day. They're talking about they both wanted to work up to a heavy single. They wanted to kind of see where their strength's at. And Larry was kind of mentioning that in training a lot of times he doesn't really care too much about his depth. He talks about how when he gets into a contest he just does what he needs to do to get the lift passed. And a lot of times in training he's just trying to get a feel for the weights more so than anything else.
Why are you the only one in the tank top?
I'm trying to show off them there muscles. Look at those veins popping out. I look jacked.
God,
Look at that wonderful Super Training 06 shirt. Where can you get that, Mike? Any idea?
I really don't know. I wish that somebody would sell it.
Yeah, maybe we could start up a website called markbellapparel.com and sell it off there or something.
Doesn't get more easier than that.
God, that guy looks just like the ape on the front of his shirt.
Larry.
Look at that disgusting beard. Larry's not a good person. Anybody with that many tattoos is just a bad dude.
He's got the biggest quads this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, I measured him 31 inches in circumference.
Why did you measure him? That's not
we got in a measuring contest. We started measuring lots of stuff.
I know what you guys are thinking.
Look at those skinny legs.
Well, they're all right. I was going to mention my Louis Vuitton belt, custom made from Canada.
What is this outfit you're wearing? You got
it was
tights
bad.
on.
It's pretty bad. I don't have tights on. Those are top secret knee sleeves.
You're supposed to be young and up and coming and fashionable and stuff, and you look ridiculous.
It was laundry day. That shirt didn't match, but I took it off later.
Scraping Marcus's nipples there a little bit.
He always looks so mad. It's 3:15. He could do this in his sleep, and he still looks so angry.
Maybe he is sleeping.
Probably is.
Marcus likes to warm up with the hip circle on. You see him got that on there. Just trying to force the knees out. Gives him something to push against.
He's got a meet coming up in August. I think he had a pretty good squat this day. I think a heavy double, maybe around 700 pounds. And he's dropping a little bit of body weight, mostly off his fat face.
Yeah, he's dropping a little bit of body fat. Here's our boy HulkSmassh. We'll get into him in a minute.
He just passed it off to you through under collar.
Check out this massive squat. That's 410 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Look at that.
So
no belt. You're working without a net.
Your program today was to do 80% of your bench, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I somehow am able to lay down and lift more than I can put on my back and squat for some reason. I'm not sure why.
If you heard that buzzing, that's not Mark's vibrator. That's my text going off. I'm quite popular.
Here's our boy HulkSmassh going with a squat. This kid is really, really strong. I think he's only about 23 years old. See how he's got that wide stance. Those of you that are not able to move like this guy and don't have the hip strength that he does to be able to force his knees out like that, don't try that at home because you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, he said he only does it because he watched Mark growing up when he was in high school, squatting multiply gear, and also that to get his gut out of the way.
He's just learning how to cheat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on now, set it up. Get in there.
Can't get into this right now, man. I need some different music.
You don't like the music?
Nah, it's just not enough feeling it, man.
All right, well,
Feeling it.
throw on your shit, I guess. Whatever works. Whatever gets you fired up.
Put some else on it. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? What should we listen to? There we go. Whew, better.
Here we go.
All right, and we're back. We got Larry setting up for a squat here. I think Larry said his best squat was over 700 pounds in competition. He mentioned it in the beginning of the video. These guys compete a couple times a year. They compete in the USPA, which has some pretty strict rules. They got to walk the weight out and all that jazz. So that's why even though we're in a monolift on this day, they're still walking the weights backwards.
They both compete in wraps. I know the trend right now is that everybody lifting sleeves or whatever, but these guys like to lift the most they can. So they told us they wrap up about every other week in their training.
Yeah, it just seems smart to me. You know, why not practice the way that you're gonna actually play the game? You know, so they wrap up about every other week, just to try to get used to those knee wraps. You would think that if you build up tons of strength without knee wraps, that you would automatically be stronger when you put them on, and some of that is true. But there's a learning curve that occurs with any powerlifting equipment, including a belt. Same thing happens with a belt. You can build up tremendous amounts of strength without a belt, make your lower back and your stomach and all that stronger. But if you don't practice with the belt, you won't get as much out of it.
And here's Mark Smelly Bell going to cheat away.
Trying to wrap myself up in as much slingshot product as I can, because all I care about is making that dollar. That's what I'm all about, ladies and gentlemen.
What a sellout. Oh, 500 pounds. Now you're up by your bench press weight.
How much does this video cost? How much does it cost to train at Super Training Gym?
$500.
Look at that. 5 plates. Fuck all you guys.
For a dubby?
Oh my God.
Kind of deep, too.
Steroids.
Wow. Performance-enhancing drugs at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
That was awful. I did a good job keeping my chest down on that and using my lower back.
Yeah, Larry's screaming, chest up, chest up.
And I'm kind of just doing the opposite of whatever he's telling me.
Yeah, fuck you, Larry.
Oh, man.
Here we go, getting a little bit heavier for these guys. I think they start to throw their wraps around on their knees around 80%, where that's max weight for me and Mark Bell here.
These guys aren't only lifting partners, but they're life partners as well. You can see how close they get to each other when they're spotting each other.
Screaming in each other's face.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a little nipple rub.
Got Marcus setting up for another squat here. When you're watching these videos, make sure you're trying to pay attention to some of the details that are going on. Try to watch the way that these guys set up. And, with 4 of us lifting, hopefully one of us matches up to at least, or 5 of us lifting. Sorry, I can't count. Hopefully
Who did you forget?
One of us matches up with the way that somebody looks or a similar body type to somebody that's watching. And that's what you want to try to match yourself up with. When you're watching the YouTubes, that's how you learn, and that's how you learn how to figure out what's going to work well for you. If you just watch some 320-pound monster and you only weigh, like Silent Mike's baby weight over here of 190 pounds, then it's not going to transfer over well to you. Try to find somebody that looks similar to you, that has similar capabilities to you.
Yeah, like Mark said, everyone's going to lift different. Not
Look
only
at those traps.
I can't even see them.
Sorry.
You just eclipsed
I
our
got excited.
spotlights. Oh, 515 pounds, huh?
Oh, yeah.
5-pound jump here. I think that's wrong, though. 505. I think you threw 10s on. I think it's 525.
525.
They're shortcutting you, buddy. You're fucking killing it.
Yeah. Eric Lillibridge needs to pay notice to this.
Oh,
Coming for his record any second.
50%.
Yeah, I know. Right on the dot. Thank you very much.
50% of Eric
What were you
Lillibridge.
saying? Were you saying something important?
Probably not. Just not only are people's sizes going to be different when they squat, but everybody's going to squat. I think particularly the squat, more so than the deadlift and bench, it's going to be so unique to you based on your not only your leverages, your body weight, how you hold the bar, where you hold the bar, but also your mobility is going to be a huge factor. Like we said earlier, HulkSmassh here gets his knees way out there and can just basically plop his hips straight between his knees.
It's really rare to see someone set the bar that high on their upper back and be able to squat the way that he does. But Eric Lillibridge, about 2 years ago, successfully broke the 275-pound weight class record with an 881-pound squat, squatting high bar. And then at some point, he just kind of realized he could probably squat a little bit more by learning low bar, and now he holds the all-time world record with 1,025, I believe.
I'll take your word for it.
Good squat there by Marcus. You see a lot of these guys are starting to get their knee wraps on. The knee wraps are going to make a big difference in terms of how explosive you are at the bottom. It's actually kind of hard to be explosive without knee wraps, but when you have the knee wraps on, you're able to kind of use the knee wraps to spring you or to slingshot you back up.
Yeah, people talk about knee wraps kind of two ways. They'll give you kind of a rebound out of the hole. You know, there's just material behind your knees. It'll spring you back up. And also just stopping power. So you kind of know where depth is, or they stop you from squatting too deep, which actually isn't a lot of people's issues to begin with.
I would suggest if you're going to start to mess around with knee wraps, try to play around with some different types. You want to find ones that are stretchy, and you also want to try to find a pair that are stiff and try to find what works best for you. With HulkSmassh, with that wide stance, as we said earlier, it's something that he kind of copied from watching some of us at Super Training, but it's also something that once he went to do it, he was just stronger, so he decided to keep doing it that way. Try to find things that are working well for you and try to stick with them.
Because of his stance, he might not get a lot of rebound out there in sleeves, so he told us he does a lot of pause squats as a secondary. He's just going to blow this up. Oh, oh, oh.
How does he? That would just rip me. That would just rip my dick off right there. Squatting that wide like that.
Visualize that, people.
Who's this guy?
That was slow.
God,
that was slow. That was all right. My outfit looks good. That's all that really matters here.
Get some points. Belt bone or squat boner.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Typically, it's a bench boner.
Remember they were talking about squat dick on the podcast?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. But
I don't know if my dick's always little, so I don't know if I've ever had.
Yeah, they say it runs away.
Squat dick in particular.
They said they're all balls when they squat, but not when they deadlift.
My shit always kind of looks like that, no matter what I do, whether I tug on it or not. Just going down a little bit in weight, and I was trying to go with a wider stance just to kind of get a feel for it. Felt okay, but I was pretty much dead at that point.
I think this is Filipino Thunder's first set in wraps. He gets nice and explosive once he starts throwing these wraps on.
635 pound. You see how low he has the bar. So each guy is a little different. As we mentioned earlier, you're going to have to try to find what's going to work well for you, what's going to work for your body type. We're just kind of talking about Marcus. He's losing his balance a little bit right there with how low he has the bar. So if the bar is too high on your neck, a lot of times you'll get pitched forward, but ironically enough, if the bar is too low on your back, you'll also get pitched forward. So you have to be kind of cautious of that, and you have to try to find a place where you can lock the bar in. Good strong squat there by Larry.
Yeah, just look at his torso positioning. Wherever in relation to his upper body is to his hips, he kind of maintains that entire position through the whole lift. All you're really trying to do is get tight, find a good position, and then keep that position through a whole rep.
These squats are a little high, Larry. I kept telling that to Larry while I was here, and I don't know if he thought I was kidding around, if I was serious. He started getting pretty annoyed with me, but he was asking, so I figured I'd tell him the truth. Silent Mike with a 500-pound squat. 505 probably, right?
Yeah, 505. Way too slow.
Not bad.
So sad. Oh, flex off.
Me and Mike are on a serious cutting phase right now, so we're both very wimpy.
Yeah, I'm 170 pounds. Mark's 190. We're having real struggles here getting to our stage weight.
Looking like a bunch of weenies. 725 squat there by HulkSmassh. I think his best is like 755 or so in a meet.
Yeah, 770, maybe 780 in the gym, I believe.
Jesus, strong kid, man.
Just looking at himself.
We use a lot of video feedback to try to, and then also we try to coach each other through each set and through each rep that we do. We yell at each other about different cues that we're doing. You want to yell encouragement and stuff like that too, and yell at the guys that come on and all that kind of stuff. But as you work your way up the food chain in these type of sports, it's important for these guys to really hear some cues that are valuable to them as they're doing their lifts. So you might hear us yelling knees out or chest up or get your air or whatever it might be. It's going to be a little different for each guy.
Mark's right. We do yell a lot of different cues depending on how you lift, but he lied about the video feedback. Mostly we're doing this for Instagram likes.
Oh my God, look at these guys undressing each other. They talk about Instagram likes. We got some bare-chested, tattooed guy. That's hot.
Yeah, what are they doing?
The HulkSmassh wouldn't do it. Normally he's prancing around with his clothes off.
Yeah, he didn't want to go belly out on camera.
We should all just go shirtless.
Everybody's weighing about the same in here, huh? Smelly, you're about 250 pounds. I think Larry, Hulk, and Marcus are all like 250 to 260. And then I'm obviously 240.
I think Hulk lies about his weight. Here's Marcus. I believe this is 285 pounds. We got a Texas squat bar, so it's a little bit heavier. Looks like he's fucking gonna have a demon fly out of his mouth as he's coming out of the bottom of that squat. Look at that.
That was a fast second rep there.
Yeah, he's an animal. He's somebody that works really hard.
He said he wanted to go for 3, but I don't know if you could tell the bar started to slide on his left delt a little bit.
Started to creep down on him a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the video, and that's it from supertraining.tv.
Later.
Jesus, it's the shittiest tattoo in the world, man. Look at this fucking thing, dude.
That's alright.
That's what happens when you get tattooed and you're 15 years old.
Is that your first one?
This is like my second one.
I don't want to see your first. It's probably in a secret place.
No, that one. So stupid, dude. Fucking idiot. Moron. These are all Japanese. This is a bunch of shit that a dude started like 10 years ago. And then he became a really bad heroin addict. And
Can't finish.
I can't find him. He's probably in prison. I don't know. In hindsight, I regret 99.9% of them, man. I do. I was young, dude. You know, like going to like punk and hardcore shows. Like, yeah, you see like a bunch of older dudes. That are fucking covered in tattoos, and you think they're badasses. Then you grow up and you realize those dudes are just losers. They're like in their 30s living in their fucking parents' basement and shit. 34, covered in shitty tattoos. At least I'm doing something with myself, right?